All right, welcome to the bullpen. We're here at 9:29, 1 minute before the bell. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch previous video. It gives you how we see today playing out. Get a good idea what's going on. Always study, study, study. That's what we're looking for. Now 1 minute at the bell. Let's go ahead and get ready to jump to it. You're gonna be with us for about 30 minutes to an hour, give or take, and we'll go from there. I do have some folks right here in the bullpen with me. No, you're not going to be able to hear them, not unless they want. As far as I understand, they they want to kind of sit in the background right now. But you'll hear me talking to them, just so you know. And if you want to comment or anything, right there, go in the comments, see it. I might be able to see it. There we go. We're getting that break over 384.74. Let's see, got that momentum going. Let's see how she's playing out. There's the bell. What's going on, Bub? I see you in here. What's going on, guys? Let's see how this day plays out. See how well she. See how we. Let's see how we can do. Now, because of the fact that the spy just went on a tear, right, right near the bell, and then just tore up right through 384.74. Like I said before, just like if it was to hit here at 384.74 and then drop, right? You don't want to try to catch this on the way up either, okay? Just as fast as you can go up, she can come right back down, especially when you try to take a position and then all of a sudden you get snatched and you're not gonna be able to get in. There you go, right there. Anybody would try to catch in on that, you'd been got caught, right? That's why you don't want to. That's why you don't want to chase these. You want to give it a minute. If it's going to be a good run here, right? I'd rather see it come back, retap here, or even make a lower high, then keep with a continuational push. As you can see right here, if you get that continuational push right here to 387, 387.66. If we did get that, then I'd be happy. But we're going to continue to wait. Excuse me. Never be in a rush to take a trade. Let it sit, watch, see how things continue to play out. One thing you'll learn, yeah, now that we've just started doing our YouTube channel and doing social media and whatnot, the one thing you'll learn is that I'm a very meticulous trader. The reason why is because I want to take winning trades, not half-ass winning trades. Okay, I want to take these winning trades. These winning trades are going to make me. That's going to say yes. I'm actually getting. I'm getting the profits that I want to make for the day. So that's what we look for. Now, as you can see, all time frames, right? Right here, one, two, you got the 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15, 30, and hour. These are all I'm watching right here. One thing you cannot see is my order form. My order form is off on the other screen, right? I have a dual screen here, but you will see my orders pop up in these windows. All right, that you will see. You will see me take live trades right here in one of these windows. That's the only thing you will see. You'll see a little green tab pop up when I take a trade, and you'll see a little red tab when I'm putting in my stop losses or hitting targets. So you will see those as I take them. The only thing you're just not seeing is the actual order form on the other screen. That's all. Too much real estate going on. Too much occupied real estate. Continue to watch. I love the momentum it's got going on right now. What about looking at puts or short selling this, right? What about trying to find the top? Well, if you want to try to find the top, you need a pivot. All right, what is a pivot? Basically, none of these are pivots. You need like a inverted hammer is a pivot. A doji is a pivot. Um, let's see. I believe it's called an evening star is a pivot. Engulfing is a pivot. All right, these are pivots that allows you to be able to get in on a trade and again minimize the chances of losing on that trade. But again, nothing's guaranteed. All right, especially with all this momentum. You don't want to try to get in like right here would have been a good, it would have been ideal, but still risky because all that momentum that got pushed up here at the beginning of the morning. If you try to take this right here, right, the engulfing being under this green candle right at this part, which is 385.59. So if you put your entry at 385.58, okay, it looks like you might be getting good right now, right? It looks like you're doing well. You put your entry right here. You put your stop above up here, right above this wick right here. This wick, 932. That wick right there. You'll put above that wick. That high is 386.04. That's where you want to be. And see, look at it. All of a sudden she's coming back. See why I said you don't want to try to jump in this with all this momentum going on? This is why. Because you don't know if she's done or not. You want exhaustion. Okay, that's what you want. You want exhaustion. But so far right now, if you put your stop loss up here at the top of this wick, 385.66, okay, you wouldn't have got tapped out yet. Your trade is still valid at this point. All right, this is how you safely take a trade, but continue to minimize losses by making sure you have a hard stop loss in. Okay, so I'll tell you what, we'll do this real quick. Uh, so there, right, and here. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Can't be doing that. There we go, and there. All right, so there you go. Bottom line would be your entry. This top line is your stop loss. Okay, and you're gonna see how well this plays out. Again, for me, this is too much momentum for me trying to grab right here. So this is why I would not have tried to go for it. If you're trying to short this, okay, because you think this is something silly, maybe just a quick gap fill off of a $4 gap down. All right. Actually, it'll be $3 gap down. She opened. Let's see. Yeah, she didn't open to about right up here. So yeah, close to a $3 gap down. So I'm very meticulous about my trades. Regardless if this can win or not, it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is I like more specific entries, more specific patterns that allows me to be able to take a very low risk, high reward trade. Okay. So far, watching the volume down here kind of start decreasing off this upward move, right? Just steady watching. I don't think we got, let's see. Hey, what's going on, bud? More folks joining the bullpen, or excuse me, not the bullpen, the trading floor. We have a trading floor, a live trading floor. Whoa, hey, how you doing? Hold on real quick. Hold on. Not your fault, not your fault, my fault. I was jamming out, and I didn't reset that. My fault. Oh, don't be modest. That's my he's with my mentors. He trades with my mentors. Great group of folks. All right, so as you see right here, see now we got that pull down, right? Coming back to the support line, the intraday support from 382.50. It broke above it right before market open. A couple of minutes before market open, it breaks above it, comes up, comes back down. Now, if you're if you took the trade right at 385.62, it was your stop loss at 386.05, you'd be getting ready to start taking profits at this point. Why? Because it's coming to the ascending line of support, the intraday line of support. roughly just slightly above 384.74, which is also about 384.82. So once it gets around 384.82, you're going to start looking for it to go upward some more, right? This is a pullback, okay? Now, can it keep going down further? Absolutely. But we're looking for patterns here. That's what we're looking for to make sure that we find certain places to try to get in at. Now, you have to keep in the back of your head, this thing had a $3 gap down. So the possibility of this thing going upward is more likely than it would be to fall downward at this point. We had three big green red bars right from the top to now with another gap down. So it's only logical that it would try to cover the gap a little bit. Not all the way maybe, but it's going to have some more slight of a green day. We're looking for roughly about an average price range of $4, maybe $5 in range of the day. Okay, that's what we're basically looking for. So that being said, based on the thesis states that if we can hold above 384.74, we can see a nice little upside back to 392.02. However, if it cannot hold above 384.74, then it can definitely break down and go to 380.38. So our job is to assess and see how this plays out to find a better and more optimized position in order to take profits without risking a loss. Right? That's what we're doing right now. For those that took for those that took that 385.62, right? When you took the entry at 388.62, you should be taking profits right here at 384.74 at this point. All right, because from point A to point B, 384.74 is target from 385.62. That is a $1 move. Okay, if you took a $1 move, whether that's money right there. So if you had a 100 position, right, a 100 share position or a 1,000 share position, you would have made your target. You would have made your money. All right. So this is why you want to make sure that you take target. Don't sit here and go, hey, excuse me, hey, I want this to keep going down further. I think it's going to go down further. I'm not going to take this stop loss, right? I'm not going to take the stop loss we have up here, and I'm not going to move it down, right? Let's see, I'm going to move it right here, right? That's what I'm going to move to right now because I didn't move it click sooner enough. So I'm going to move it right here. So this is locking in profit. This is how you lock in profit. Matter of fact, let's do this while she's dancing around a bit, right? Let's see, do that. That was the entry, right? I was in the middle of that trade. I probably should have did that, but that's all right. Ain't no big deal. There you go. So there's your entry, 385.62. Your stop loss is now moved to 385.42. So now you're locking in. That's 20 cent. That's 20 cents. All right. You're locking in 20-cent profit. So again, it won't sound like a lot, right? If you locked in 20 cents, there you go. That you would have got tagged out. All right. So like I haven't taken a trade yet because right now I'm just kind of showing and teaching at this moment around 942. If I was to have taken this trade, I said before, I was waiting for the pullback. This pullback was it. So my entry would have been here, okay, right there, because it's hit above this ascending line of support that you see, all right. You see this ascending line of support, and we bounced off that ascending line of support, which creates a lower high of the day. From pre-market to now, it made a lower high. Now, if you go back a little further on pre-market, okay, let me get that out the way. Stop loss needs to be down there at this tail. There we go. There we go. So now, if you look at if you look over here on the 3 minute chart, you have 382.50. Then you have another higher low right here at 383.42. Now we're hitting back above this ascending line of support, which is where we're bouncing off of. This means now you have your entry, okay? This was the opportune entry right here to get in on at 384.74. for it to take higher moves. Now, I want to try to get this to go up because now, as long as we continue to hold above 384.74, I'm looking for it to go here. You see this little white line on my 3 minute chart? Same thing right here, my 5 minute chart, right? I'm looking for that line right there. 388 is my target. 388, 388, 387.80. That's my target. All right, that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm shooting for. Okay, so I'm going to give this time to I'm going to give this time to actually work its way out. As you notice, entry is 384.80. Stop loss is 384.54. I'm giving it some room. Okay, I'm giving some room, but not too much room. Too much room, you're going to maximize your losses instead of minimizing them. You want to maximize your losses. All right, so that's what we're doing right now. I'm giving it a room for the trade to complete itself. A lot of people will just want to take profits too quickly. There is such thing as taking them too quickly, all right? Because this ain't penny stocks. Penny stocks, there's no such thing as taking too quickly. You take profits quickly. There is no doubt about it. But when you're playing the stock market or Tesla, Nvidia, any blue chip stock for that matter, there is a such thing as taking profits too quickly. And you don't want to take profits too quickly. You want to give it room for your thesis or your trading plan to work. You have to have a trading plan. My trading plan was, in fact, waiting for it to hit and to bounce off of the ascending line of support, take entry, and go up to 388. That's my trading plan. So in order for that trading plan to complete, I cannot just keep scaling up my stop loss for it to just be able to uh, stop me out too fast. Yes, I'll take profits, but not as much as I would if I would have just let the trading plan complete. Now, it's going to complete one of two ways. Either it's going to stop me out or it's going to hit target. One of the two. All right, if it stops me out, I want to see where I went wrong, how I read it wrong in order to get a better entry and also take a better trade. All right, if it goes to target, I want to see exactly what I did so I can mimic this over and over and over to continue maximizing my profits. All right, this is why you want these trades to complete. You don't want to stop them out before they complete because then you have no data. If you don't have data, you have no information. No information means you will not learn and make things grow to make things better when it comes to your account. You got to grow your knowledge account in order to grow your bank account. That is a given. In this business, that's a given. It will never change. There's no person out there that can change that narrative because that is just a solid fact. All great, professional, wealthy, and financially free traders will tell you it's all about education. Bottom line, end of story. It's all about education. All right. So now I got off that little rant. Continue on to right here around 848. I'm sorry, 385.95 is kind of like it's kind of like topping here, right? So I'm seeing that we may not be getting what I'm looking for, but again, I'm going to give her time. All right, because so far this trade is not invalid because it's still making lower highs. It may be grinding up slowly, but it's still making lower highs. If we check the 5 minute chart, right? Let's go to the 5 minute chart. Let's take a look over here. Let's zoom in on the action. You see how the 5 minute chart is showing that it is in fact bullish. We have this wide range candle right here that we're forming right now. We got another one right here on the 1 minute chart at 940, 945. So now I want to see. Now what I want to do here is I want to minimize I want to minimize my loss now. All right, because that wide range candle. What does that mean? That wide range candle means there's a fight going on. I'm not a big fan of fights. All right, I do not want to be in a stock fight. I want to be in a one-way move that makes me money and not increase the chances of taking a loss. All right. So as you see, I took my stop loss and I moved it up 10 cents above my entry at this point, below that wide range candle right here. That wide range candle right here. That's where I put my stop loss. Still giving it room to work, but at the same time, now I am turning this into a 10-cent win. Okay. Am I still giving this thing room enough to complete its trade? Absolutely. But that wide range candle tells me there's something going on that could be building buying momentum and sending it up further. All right. Just because you see all this volume on 945, that all that volume right there, does not mean that's a bullish candle, right? That does not mean it's bullish volume. So understand volume for a second. Volume, all right, all it is telling you that the volume right there is 124. Let me make sure I get that on there. Yeah, there it goes. 601,900 shares was traded in that 1 minute. All right. So when you go look at a candle, all that right there, see all that? Those are sellers. Those aren't buyers. All those are sellers. All the buyers are down here, right? And because it crossed its open point and had got this little bitty body here, that's why the candle is green and why the volume is green. It doesn't mean that this is a bullish thing. Okay. All it does tell you is that a lot of volume come in where buyers and sellers are fighting, and for this to be a bullish, continue to be a bullish sentiment, it needs to break the wick of this wide range candle at 386.27. If it can break that, then we have the push to the upside, which is a great deal. But this is how we minimize losses. We go ahead and put our stop loss at 384.90 just in case it couldn't get above it and starts falling downward. We can at least take a 10-cent profit, reassess, and find a better entry on the next trade. Okay, this is how I trade. This is how I trade. This is how I teach people to trade to make sure you stay safe when you're trading. Okay, so right now we're barely getting above that wide range candle. Still continuing to let it make its move. I'm looking for still that little white line over here on the 3 minute chart. 387.82 is what I'm looking for as far as target goes. That's what I'm hunting for. All right, giving it time to work its way out. Now, based on your personality, based on your psychology, all right, a lot of new traders are not going to be able to hold that long because that's a muscle you have to build. A muscle that is very hard to build and it takes time to build, all right? So if you have a hard time building muscle and you just want to hurry up and take profits, first things first, in order to build that hold muscle, you have to be willing to lose. Lose correctly, though. All right. I know it sounds counterproductive as a trader. What do you mean lose? Why the hell would I be losing? Well, this is what because you're going to lose. All right. It doesn't matter how good you are. There are $1 million traders out there today that will tell you the exact same thing. You're going to lose. All right. The question is, how are you going to lose? Are you going to lose respectfully, or are you going to demolish your account, blow up your portfolio because you don't know how to lose? All right. Part of becoming one of the 10% of the people that actually are successful in trading is knowing how to lose, not just knowing how to win, but knowing how to lose. All right. Which is knowing how to cut losses. Okay. That's what I'm teaching here. Mostly everything I'm teaching is three things. One, money management. Two, risk management. Three, knowing how to lose. All right, three things that I believe that are key to becoming a successful trader. If you know you're going to lose in this market, the question isn't if, the question is when, then you will need to learn how to lose so you can lose minimal and still be able to maximize your gains. All right, that's what I teach here. And if you can get those three concepts down, what you find is that you'll start making better wins. You can be a 40% winner, 60% loser, and still be making more money because you know how to lose the correct way. Okay? If you're making $100 to $150 per trade, but you're losing $10 to $20 per trade, you're more likely to come out on top in the long run than you would trying to hold on to it. The hopium thing that people try to use as a strategy. Oh no, it'll go back, go back, go back. It's just dipping, it's just dipping. Okay, it's just dipping a little bit further. Okay, no, it's going to come, it's going to go back. Whoo, boy, this is hurting. Whoo, whoo, boy. It's going to come back. I know it. I'm going to, please, for the love of God, turn. Please turn. Is it turning? Is it turning? It's not turning. Oh, no. And you end up blowing up your account. That's just opium just does not work. Okay, I know you can relate to this because everybody's done it. I've done it. Professional traders have done it in their beginning of their career. We've all done it. Ain't nobody special. We've all done it. So that's why you're able to relate to it because I guarantee you're doing it now. All right. So that's how we stop that. We stop it by understanding these are the things we're doing, and we realize hopium is not what we want. We want to make sure that we get to the point of cutting losses quickly, taking profits, allowing our trade to complete so we can start making money as career traders. And it just takes time doing so. Okay? So, that being said, I hope you enjoyed that. Let's see what's going on here. We'll give us a little bit more time, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut it loose because I got to get to the trading floor and get and talk to these guys, get these guys going. They're being so very quiet while I go through all this live trading right here on YouTube. But you see how the trade is actually being very respectful, though, right? The entry right there is 384.80. Let's see if we can make that a little bit more prominent. How about doing this? We do this. We're gonna turn this green, right? We're gonna turn that green. Okay, that's our entry. Then we're gonna take this little thing right here, and we're gonna make that red. Rye red, yeah, is our stop loss, or maybe not red, maybe something else. Red-ish. How's that? Red-ish. There you go. So the green one's our stop. The green is our entry. Stop loss is our red one. Still trying to give it room to move. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and lock in some more profits, right? So how do I know where to move? I want to move to the tails of the wide range candles. All right. As long as they keep presenting themselves, I'm going to keep taking my position. I'm going to start moving my stop loss to the bottom of the wide range candles. All right. So there you go. Closest, but not too close. Now we've locked in 385.27. This wide range candle right there. Was that 940? Is that 946, 947? 947. Okay, so that wide range candle at 947, we're locking in profits along the way. As long as it continues to respect this little green line I got here, right? So as you see, it's been respecting it. We broke out when the SMA's crossed, comes up, taps on support, comes up, wide range candle, right? Comes up, and now we're up here. This is a wonky but there bull flag. I don't like calling these bull flags. I call it just a simple pullback because a bull flag for me is green, 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 no red, green, 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 chop, 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 slightly descending, chop, 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 and bam! That's a bull flag. This is not a slightly chop, chop, chop. This is red, 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 red. A lot of healthy tails, right? I see some long tails, small wicks. Shows me that buying pressure is building, hitting the 20 EMA. And then we should see the pop here in the next minute, and then we can get the continuation, getting to 387, 387.87. All right, that's what we're looking for. But if I am wrong, which I'm okay being wrong, as you see, I've already locked in. Well, from 384 to 385.27, I've already locked in. Was that roughly 47 cent profit? All right, I've already locked in 47 cent profit. Now, there is a big difference, okay, between me virtual trading and actually throwing money in the pot. There's a big difference, all right. And the reason why I say that is for new traders, you can virtually trade this thing all day long, and not get stomped out or win, right? Like someone else says before, and I fully agree. I've never met a losing paper trader. Okay. When you're virtually trading, all you're doing is building muscle memory. That's all you're doing. You're building muscle memory and taking trades. And getting that sight that you're looking for. So, looking for great entries and learning from these virtuals. Document these virtuals as if they were your actual trades. Make sure you have a actual trading book and a virtual trading book, right? Trading strategies, if you will. And when you're trading these virtuals, you start realizing if you're losing, if your virtuals are getting stomped out, these are not losing, they're just stomped out, non-completing. You learn from these virtuals, and then you start finding critiquing without really losing any money. But here's the problem: you're missing the one thing that's going to be the most important 90% of your trade, and that is psychology. Okay, the minute you start putting money into this, it's going to change the game. No matter how accurate you've become, you're going to be scared. So how do you get over being scared? Literally, allow yourself to lose. That's how. if you, it's just like it's almost just like somebody getting into a fight and afraid to get hit because they think when they get hit, they feel like they're going to get all their teeth knocked in because they've never been hit before. Okay, and then all of a sudden, once they get hit a couple of times, they realize, oh shit, it ain't that bad. Crap. Then you're not going to be hit anymore. It's not that bad. Same thing with losing. It's not that bad. All right. As long as you follow the process of cutting losses quickly, taking profits quickly, it's not that bad. All right. And you find yourself doing all right. No worries. So I see. I got another little wide range candle here. So I'm tightening up. I'm tightening up a little bit. So still under the 20 EMA. Put it right there under this wide range candle, right there. Now at 385.75 is where my stop is now from 384.80. All right, so we almost got to a whole dollar so far. Okay, but 95 so far we're up. Was that 95 cents, right? About 95-cent profit just by doing the process, scaling up slowly but surely. If we get tapped out, great. I don't care. I walked away with profits. The trade works. Now, did I get to target? No. Bam. There you go. Got tagged out. There, and that'll be it for today. This is how you properly trade. Take this video, watch this video, learn from this video, right? Because this is exactly how you take good trades when you're trading. Okay, I can't stop this. It's going to do what it wants. This is live. This is this is live trading. I can't stop what it's doing. She's falling. She's falling. Coming back to the 50 SMA for our chance for another great entry to get in order to take profits, or not take profits, but in order to take a position. Okay. Um, but anyway, what you saw there is how we trade here. All right, live in person, exactly how we trade it. You didn't see me take any trades. I thought it'd be more important to teach how we do things. If you want to see me live trade, where you see all the little dinghies and whatnot pop up, by all means, show up, come to our bullpen, come hit the trading floor, see us live doing it right here. Same thing where we learn how to lose so we can get to knowing how to win. All right. I know it sounds kind of productive, but believe it or not, it actually works because a lot of people don't know how to lose. All they're taught is how to try to take trades to win, but none of them really know how to lose. And then finding out they're losing more than they should. All right. We teach you the one thing that's going to be inevitable. You will not always take profits, but you will take losses. All right. And by that being said, we can keep you from taking losses that are too huge and keep them next to nothing and maybe and even minimal. So that is it for me. I'm gonna call it quits here. Thank you so much for showing up. And if you like what you saw, please like and share and everything else. And subscribe, and that way you get all the things because we do put out videos, we do live training like this. It is a new channel. It's going to take some time for us to really get some momentum going, but by being on this channel, we will send you a link that gives you a discount on our VIP community, okay? Which would be even cheaper to get in on the trading floor and whatnot. But if you're brand new, you get to get on the trading floor for free. You get to see what we do and how we do it, learn the process for free. And because a lot of people don't seem to realize that education is always going to be your best bet. Education is going to be your biggest and most prominent weapon against failing as a professional trader. So if we can get that through your head, we've done our job. Education will get you where you want to be. And once you get your education, you'll less likely be expecting more than your experience offers. And that'll help you in the long run. All right, that is it for me. My name is Neeker. This is